Hello gentlemen and gentleladies, my name is Sir Stanger and this is my 100 sub milestone video. Now, I'm pretty surprised to be here. I never expected to have anywhere near this many subscribers, and looking at it now, as for the day that I'm going to be releasing this, it looks like I'm almost at 200 already, which means in this last week my view count, my subscriber count has almost doubled, which is insane. I don't know how that's happening, but I'm grateful for it nonetheless. So welcome to all my new subscribers. I'm really grateful to have you, and I should have another video out by tomorrow that's not just some dumb milestone video. So for today's milestone video, I'm hoping to give you guys a little bit of insight into who I am as a person, where I got my name from, Sir Stanger, and just where I started. You know, how I got to where I am now with this YouTube channel, playing Team Fortress 2, all of these things. So I'm hoping to give you guys a bit of a history lesson on who I am, so maybe you guys can feel a little bit closer to me, and we can have a better understanding of one another. Now, first things first, my real name is actually Cameron, so if you want to address me as such, you're more than welcome to. So you can call me Cameron, Sir Stanger. I wouldn't recommend calling me just Stanger, because I also have Lady Stanger who's with the channel, and you know, sometimes we can get confused between one another if you just start referring to us as such. Now, going way back, when I was super young, my first instance of gaming that I ever really remember was playing Sonic 2 on my dad's Sega Genesis. I actually still have it. He let me take it when I moved out. It's in my living room, and I'm pretty excited to still own it. But that's my first real memory of gaming. I remember I did a little bit of PC gaming on an old Apple computer that we had, but I don't have too many strong, vivid memories of that. The first real shooter game I ever played was actually Star Wars Battlefront 2, so you can imagine my disappointment with this new one that was not exactly meeting up to the hype that it created. I was really looking forward to it, but I actually was a little bit let down by it. That's okay though, a lot of people still seem to enjoy it, so good for them, and I'm hoping that maybe they make some more in the future that maybe are a little bit more closely related to the previous ones. Now, my first real instance of knowing anything about TF2 came in about 2009. I think I was either just getting out of middle school or just starting high school at that point. I don't quite remember, but that's when the Meet the Spy video came out, and I remember watching it having had no previous knowledge about Team Fortress 2 at all, and I thought it was the coolest looking whatever it was that I'd ever seen, and I thought it was hilarious. So naturally, I was kind of drawn to this idea of the spy character from the very beginning. I think it's kind of poetic that I ended up being kind of a spy main later on when I actually started playing the game. But that was the first time I'd ever heard of Team Fortress 2. I'd never played it with anyone. I didn't know anybody that played it. I just saw the YouTube video on, I think it was Machinima, put it out forever ago. And that was the first time I'd ever seen anything about it. Now, at that time, I didn't have my own personal computer. My family, they couldn't afford to have a really nice PC that could be used for gaming. We only had one that was really used for, like, you know, work and, you know, stuff like that. But later on down the line, I actually ended up getting my own PC, and when I say later on down the line, I mean up to about 4 years later when I actually started college. Freshman year of college, I got my very first laptop, and don't dog on me too much for it, but it was just a MacBook. It was a 2013 MacBook Pro, and the first thing I did when I got that sucker was download Team Fortress 2, because it was the first time I'd ever really had an opportunity to play it the correct way, so I'd heard. I heard that the console experience was not very good, and that the PC version was just so much better, so I didn't want to spoil it for myself, and I actually waited until I got a PC. Not a great one, mind you, but it was the first time I had an opportunity. Now, right around the time when I started playing, I remember was around the High Tower Halloween event. It was like Hell Tower or whatever it was called. That was about when I first started playing TF2 just in general. That was the first time I ever turned it on and actually started playing the game. So I haven't been around since the beginning. I'm definitely a free-to-play startup. TF2 was able to hold my attention for a good few months. I think for about 5 or 6 months I was playing TF2 pretty solid. I was modding the game, I was excited, I was into the game. I think something came out shortly afterwards that I started playing a little bit more of. I think like it was one of the new Battlefields or something like that I ended up playing a bunch of, and I kind of forgot about TF2. It really kind of fell to the wayside in my life, and it kind of sucks. I wish I'd been playing it more frequently after that, but I ended up actually not playing much TF2 at all after that point. Now, obviously, I'm back to playing Team Fortress 2, so something brought me back, right? So something got me back into Team Fortress 2, and it was actually shortly after I had met Lady Stanger. We'd only been together a short period of time, but that was when the Overwatch cinematic trailer came out, and the gameplay trailer, I think, was already out with it as well. And I saw these two trailers, and I just had a thirst that needed quenching. I absolutely needed to play a class-based shooter right at that point in time. And the only one that I knew of at the time that was any good was Team Fortress 2. So I saw that trailer, I went back to my computer, I downloaded the game again, and I started playing it. And I played it avidly. I had this huge hankering. I just needed to play a class-based shooter. So you could say it's ironic that Overwatch, the game that's said to be killing Team Fortress 2, is actually what brought me back to Team Fortress 2 and has really gotten me into it since then. It's a pretty funny turn of events, and especially since now that Overwatch is actually out, and I still find myself playing more Team Fortress 2 than I do Overwatch. It's a pretty funny, ironic way that things turned out. Now, playing more TF2, I found myself gravitating more towards the Spy character. I liked his character better. I thought his character design was really cool. I liked his weapons and his gameplay. I thought that was really awesome. And I ended up watching a lot of Mr. Paladin's videos. Now, if you're watching me, chances are pretty good you know who Mr. Paladin is. He was a Spy main who was on YouTube. He only just recently quit TF2, so you probably know some of the drama surrounding that. But I do in part have him to thank for getting so into Spy. I don't agree with a lot of the stuff that he was teaching later on as I started actually becoming more knowledgeable as a Spy main, but I do have him to thank for getting so into Spy. So Mr. Paladin, you will be missed, but a new age is dawning, I think, and I think that we all have a good opportunity here to start learning how to play competitive Spy with this new update that had just come out. Coming back from that tangent now, I just wanted to go over the quick backstory as to how I got my name, my online name, Sir Stanger, where it comes from, and why it's not Sir Stranger, like everyone out there seems to want it to be. Now, the name Sir Stanger actually has some historical significance. I asked Lady for some help in finding a name online that would be kind of unique and be a bit more Spy main-like, and the one that we came up with was Sir Stanger. Now, that comes from Sir William Stephenson, whose birth name is Sir William Stanger. People think, anyway, they're not totally sure. His life is actually kind of a big secret. That's one of the crazy things about him. He actually was born in Canada and worked for the British Secret Service. And, well, he helped found the United States CIA. Now, the CIA had kind of a hard time keeping track of him. They didn't totally know what he was up to all the time either. And he was so secretive that he actually inspired the character from the novel 007 or James Bond. So he ended up inspiring that character. I thought it was a fitting name to take on as a Spy main. And so I ended up taking his fake birth name, if it's his real one or not, Sir Stanger. So I took that on. I thought it was a cool name, and it seems to have stuck pretty well, so I'm just gonna go ahead and keep it, I think. I think I'm gonna hold on to that one. Anyway, enough of that boring history lesson there. Up to current times, I'm currently 21 years old. I'll be 22 here in November. And I've been playing Team Fortress 2 for a good solid 2 years or so now, starting way back in the Gunmetal update is when I really started playing seriously. Other than that, there's not really a whole lot to go into as far as my Team Fortress 2 background. I decided to make a YouTube channel I wanted to do it a long time ago. It was like 6 months ago that I actually made this YouTube channel, or maybe even longer. But I only uploaded my first video about a month and a week ago, or something like that. So the fact that I'm already at 100 subscribers is pretty mind-boggling. And again, looking up at the more modern number, we're closing in on 200 already, and it's only been a week since I just reached 100. So I gotta say, I'm super grateful to every single one of my subscribers, anyone who's viewed my videos. It's a big deal to me, and I'm gonna take it very seriously. I just hope you guys know that it's no small thing, and I'm gonna take this as seriously as I can to hopefully maybe even make a bigger YouTube channel, because this is significantly larger than I ever thought that I would get. I was pretty concerned that I was never going to get any subscribers. I thought I was going to have like 4 to begin with. So just a big thank you, just in general. Anyway, guys, as promised, I did start a Steam group. I'm going to go ahead and put the link for that down in the description below. Please feel free to join. Tell your friends about it. Tell your aunt and uncle about it. Tell everyone about it. The more the merrier. I'm going to be putting a lot of information as far as my upload schedule and just what I'm up to in general in the Steam group. So if you feel like following me there, you're more than welcome to. And that about covers everything I wanted to go over in this video. One last time, I just wanted to go ahead and thank you guys for all the subscriptions, all the views. This is just an amazing amount of growth I've gotten in such a short period of time. We're not even at 2 months yet, and it's just been incredible. So thank you to every single person who has had any involvement with this channel whatsoever. One last time, go check out Lady Stanger's Twitch stream. She streams all the time. I'm going to go ahead and put that link down in the description as well. We're both doing our best to try and contribute back to the Team Fortress community because it's given us both a lot over these last couple of years. So we're very grateful in that respect. And with that, let's keep the internet classy. I'll see you then.